What is a sign that you're unattractive? Hang out with a few little kids, they'll tell you. If you hear looks don't matter or similar addressed to you. I picked up my drunk aunt once while I was in high school. She told me I would find a good wife one day, when the girls were older and more mature, because I was dependable and a hard worker. I once dated this extremely hot girl for like a month. Way out of my league. She mentioned at least once every date that she doesn't care about looks and doesn't mind if the guy she's dating is in good shape or not. Yeah, I get it, Monica. You're slumming. My 5-year-old cousin once pointed to an old photo in my great-aunt's house and asked, "Is that me?" Me, nope, that's me when I was your age. Her, you used to look just like me. Me, yep. And when you grow up this is what you'll look like. Pointing to myself. She burst into tears and ran to her mother. Edit, yes, my cousin and I are the same gender. Thank you for the silver, it warms my ugly little heart. Great, I had this talk with my mum a year ago. Darling, looks don't matter, and remember she said this out of nowhere. When you wear clothes that are revealing and people call you brave. If you're attractive, they will say how hot you look. The checkout girl separating you and your wife's items at the till. I had a picture of my first wife, we had just gotten married, up on my desk at work on my second day at the job. One of the senior programmers came by to introduce himself and looked at the picture. He goes, "Oh no. I guess the old guy accidentally left that picture here." I politely explained that it was my wife and he was like, "Damn. Good for you." That solidified who was the better looking one in that relationship. If you grew up as that kid that people would say their friend liked as an embarrassing joke, the idea of you having a partner is a running joke in your circle, relatives and overly nice people are your only source of compliments, and the difference in treatment, whether it's being left out or patronized. Yup, when I was younger, I found out from a friend that a group of girls played kiss, marry, kill, and I was usually kill. Once in middle school when I overheard some girls saying, "Would you like to marry blank?" Then when it got to me they all unanimously said no in a microsecond. Babies don't stare at you and kids tell you that you are ugly. People generally avoid you and seem to look at you in disgust or pity. At least that's what it seems like from my experience. Yep, there are actually studies about this. Handsome people are often met with a nicer attitude and have it easier in life. Self-deprecating jokes just make people uncomfortable. I made a joke about being ugly at work once, and the lady I was talking to got extremely defensive. Lol. What? Who said that? Who made you feel ugly? Who told you the truth? Jesus Christ, Anna, it was just a joke. But thanks for letting me know you agree. I was always told I have a face for radio. When someone says you could be really pretty if... Insert some appearance-changing hack here. You would be really pretty if you weren't so ducking ugly. My sister and I were always told she was the pretty one. I was the smart one. I am not smart. Your sister must be stupid AF.
My high school best friend was extremely good looking, so most guys who ever talked to me did so in hopes of getting to know her, and a lot of guys would talk to me. I later found out about the existence of this webcomic that they started about us, which was called The Hot and the Funny. The caricature for me in the comic is one of the ugliest things I have seen in my entire life.
Someone brought up that every friend group has an ugly friend. I stupidly said, "That's not true, I don't think anyone here is ugly." Silence. I thought nothing of it for 3 years until it finally hit me. Suddenly the guy in the van is all out of candy. When someone says you're unattractive and the other person next to you says don't be rude instead of no he's attractive. Me, people call me ugly all the time. Her, I'm sorry. Women always call me ugly until they find out how much money I make. Then they call me ugly and poor. A friend of mine shared a post about not being cute, racked up haha and angry reacts. Shared the same post, got sad reacts lol. A girl tried to hook up with me while she was drunk and then went to AA after she sobered up. If a stranger who's smiling makes eye contact with you, then stop smiling. No one has ever flirted with me or tell me I'm attractive. Honestly, it could simply be because I have resting bitch face. I'm a guy and I get it from my dad, so I easily intimidate many people. Back in high school my group of friends told me they were scared of me at first because I always looked so angry/pissed. You're invisible. Not only do you not get hit on, you don't even get talked to. I was at a bar with the boys. Across the room, me and a pretty lady met eyes. For a moment things moved in slow motion. I gave her a wry grin and looked away. Another minute or so passed and I glanced back her way. We instantly locked eyes again. I think I'm on here. I notice her friend walking over to me, and I'm thinking, oh, this is it. She's probably gonna tell me her friend thinks I'm cute. She tells me her friend wants me to stop staring at her, it's creeping her out and maybe we should think about leaving. To make it worse, the boys all wanted to know what she said. A friend of mine tried to kiss a girl at a party. She replied, I'm not drunk enough for that. Then vomited on the floor and passed out. Edit. Oh wow, this blew up. To clarify, my friend was not me as many of you have suggested. My friend and I was at this summer camp. There's this cute girl in our group. My friend, he's a solid 8/10, asked for a picture together. The girl gladly and excitedly said yes. After they got their picture taken, I asked her to get a picture with me too, and the look on her face was like, why not we take a picture as a group instead, and then she walks away. This was way back then, now I'm more confident and kinda glowed up. So I'm fine. Be 32, a virgin, and never had a girlfriend. Women always talk about men following them, catcalling, trying to get their numbers, flirting with them inappropriate or at all. I have no experience with any of that. Never even had someone tell me I'm pretty. If you're attractive and you say you're ugly, people look at you annoyed and accuse you of fishing for compliments. If you're not attractive and you say you're ugly, everyone tries their hardest to convince you that you're not ugly. Oh boy, finally a question based on my expertise. Few pointers from my experience of being unattractive for 18 years. Shit, I am not ready for this. You mumble under your breath every time someone takes out their phone and says let's take a selfie. Getting a tagged you in a post/photo notification is a literal nightmare. Especially if it's a group picture, because you know you look ugly in 9/10 of them, and the person who posted the picture definitely didn't make the decision based on how you look in it. You've experienced at least one I like you, but... My dudes, every sentence before the word but is horseshit. You've had at least one friend who is constantly trying to tell you how beauty is skin deep, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, etc. Have a gr8p so nalitithugh. Guys/people befriend you only to get a medium to befriend your actually attractive friend.
I am a girl with a strong jawline, and in my junior year of high school I got assigned to group work in class with a guy on the football team and another girl. First thing the guy asks me is, hey, I don't mean to be rude, but are you a man or a woman? He said it very jokingly, but I am in my 20s now and still think about this probably every time I look in the mirror. I would also like to say that a strong jaw on a girl isn't a bad thing at all and is often considered very beautiful. Growing up and being bullied all my life for mine kinda made it seem like it looked awful on me though. I also grind my teeth at night, which makes my jaw muscles more pronounced. I jokingly refer to myself as the Crimson Chin from time to time.
When your distant relatives or family friends say such nice compliments to your siblings, but then stops and hesitates before saying anything to me. The biggest thing I've noticed involves my friends more than the opposite sex. I'm more or less invisible to women. But I noticed my friends try and set each other up with their female friends, co-workers, girlfriends' friends, etc. But if they never try to set you up, it's a pretty good indication you are ugly. Also, if you're the last person they reach out to and basically invite you to tag along, chances are that you are kind of an afterthought for them. People won't give you the same amount of courtesy/respect that they give everyone else. They talk at you and not to slash with you, they want you to listen but they don't want to listen back. You are always an afterthought to the group of friends and they almost always tell you about events and outings at the last possible minute, and when you show up late or miss things entirely they are always quick to pass judgment to your face. Oddly specific, I know. No one is ever curious about you and what you think of things. They'll never ask you how your day went or what you have planned for the weekend. People will be really quick to dismiss you on just about everything. Have a strong opinion about something? Fuck off, no one cares. Saw a cool movie and want to tell someone? Fuck off, no one cares. Okay, so I'm a firm believer in the cliché that beauty is only skin deep. I work at trade shows across the country around male and female models who are physically attractive, and while you might say or think wow, they're really good looking, that in and of itself does not define them as attractive. Being attractive to me means people are drawn to you. You attract others to be near you and they like to be around you. They want to know more about you. They invite you to do things.